Those are my Discord sounds. Don't panic. Everyone panics. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's late. That means I don't want to run the intro. I'm just gonna. No intro because it's late. I want to just chill.
Resubscriber.
Baaulp, yeah dog, I get to watch a lil power wash before sleepy.
I like the way the bot says that. Yo, thank you Sticky Hunter for the resub. Thank you for the 13 months of support. Much appreciated. Hello. Hello. How's it going, everybody? Thank you once again. Oh, oops.
Resubscriber.
Grounded.
Oops. No one's gonna know. Why'd you guys shut up? Oh shit. I just sneezed into my fucking hand. Damn. God, Smooth Willis. Holy shit.
Yummy in the tummy.
For second dinner smile.
Holy shit. Hey, I got people to thank. Thank you, Professor Pangloss, for the resub. Thank you for the 11 months of support. Shouts out. Thank you for the support. Almost a year. Thank you, Smooth Willis. Holy shit. Smooth Willis giving out 20 gift subs. God damn. 20 gift subs. And thank you, Dong Verified, for the $5. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dong Verified. Thank you, Professor Pangloss, Sticky Hunter, and Smooth Willis. You guys showing your support. And damn, a hype train started and it's already at level 5. What the hell? Hey everybody, we're just gonna, so today's stream is gonna just be a chill one. Today's stream is just gonna be a chill one. We're just gonna relax, do whatever. Well, not do whatever. I'm specifically going to play Powerwash Simulator. We're gonna play Powerwash Simulator. And I'm just gonna chill out and relax. What'd you have for dinner? I had, my mom made like had broccoli, and we also had some what was it? It was like a, yo, thank you Meme Mixtape for the bits. Thank you for the post dinner orange. Thank you. Anyway, it was broccoli, and we also had like tofu. Yo, Sarkanoff, thank you for the 500 bits. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Shouts out. Thank you. Thank you, Me Mixtape and Sarkanoff. Alright, it was broccoli with a little leftover. We had some leftover like teriyaki barbecue thing. And we also, my mom also just kind of like made like some kind of like tofu stir fry. So it was some leftovers and it was some new stuff. Just whatever we had laying around. Whoa. Alright. Howdy Baaulp, haven't watched in a while. You know, I didn't play the intro, but I will say it is now 9:42 p.m. here on the East Coast of North America. It is Wednesday, March 9th, 2022. We're halfway through the week. A little more than halfway through the week now because it's late. Ooh, I'm going to turn the game down a little bit. It's a little loud. Yo, why is it loud? Uh, anyway, yeah, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, a little more than halfway through the week. For those of you that work Monday through Friday, you're almost there, everybody. You are almost there. You got Thursday and Friday left, so hang in there. You're almost there. Thank you for tuning in, Double Manky Lee. I think that's how your name is said. Oh wait, no, maybe it's Double Man Kylie. I think it's Double Man Kylie. That sounds realer. I don't know. Do you like Double Man, the manga, or do you like Mankey, the Pokemon? I don't know why, but I felt compelled to just play Powerwash Simulator late at night. Some late night Powerwash Simulator gameplay. That's what I'm doing. It's my name and I'm a huge Devilman fan. Really? No love for Mankey, the specific Pokemon Mankey? Mankey's not that good, but he's one of the first Pokemon that is fighting type that you find in the beginning of the game, I think. That's how I remember Mankey. I remember Mankey because after you go to the first town, it's like one of the first Pokemon that isn't a bunch of Pidgeys and Rattatas you can find if you go to the left. So yeah, today's stream is all about just relaxing and chilling. My goal is I just want to have a good time tonight. I don't know why. I want to relax. I don't know why. All I know is that I want to relax with some Powerwash Simulator. So I scheduled the stream late. Post dinner. I ate dinner already. Look how dirty this place is. Oh, there's like lights up there.
My mood has been shit recently, but you make me smile. Hell yes, love Baaulp stream.
Yo, Mephio TV, thank you for the resub, thank you for the 14 months of support. I'm sorry you've been in a bad mood. I'm glad I could cheer you up by streaming. Hey, hey, you know what? Hey, I actually owe people an apology because I wanted to start streaming 9:30 on the dot, but I was busy writing stuff down. I'm an old-fashioned person in the sense that I take notes like on a pen and paper. Whenever I have like ideas for a video or anything I want to work on, I take regular old-fashioned notes like on a pen and paper. And I was like writing notes down. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta stream, but I gotta finish writing this first. And I have to write this down or else future Baaulp is not gonna know what the fuck present Baaulp is talking about, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck does any of this mean? Cause, you know, my videos are a little far out there sometimes. Especially this one, oh my god.
gift subs.
Yo, Dark Web Prosciutto. Dark Web Prosciutto with the 5 gift subs. Much appreciated. Shouts out. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, someone entered the Discord.
All spread out.
What do you mean?
Friends are all spread out.
How
They're in
so?
like 4 different zones.
Oh, they are. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. It is Log. How's it going, Log?
It's going fine. I'm entering that final stretch for Gather Ye Power chapter.
Oh shit!
It's been so long. It took me a really long time to make this one.
Nice. I mean, that is a sign of quality, right? I'm kidding.
It's Elden Ring's fault, I think. But
you should put in a note at the end of on the last page saying, "Sorry, this one took so long to make. I was playing Elden Ring." Why not, right? I feel like everybody's been playing Elden Ring, myself included.
yeah, I'm thankful that so many people that like view this thing are just like, yeah, it's fine if it takes a long time. I like to look at it. It looks really good.
Hasn't
That's the typical attitude.
Didn't you say one time that like you didn't update for a while and like there were people concerned about like if something happened to you?
There was one person that like just doesn't understand that I'm a hobbyist.
Oh.
That I'm not like a professional, and I was like a couple days later than usual uploading a chapter, and they were posting comments like, "Where's the author of this comic?" It's the other thing is like these websites that I upload to, they like don't let you make like blog posts or anything.
Oh, so there's like no way to contact them back.
So yeah, it's like there's no way like on those sites to indicate it's like, hey, yeah, chapter progress is like such and such. You post on Twitter, but they're not.
But they
fucking
might
on Twitter.
not follow. Yeah, they might not follow you on Twitter. Yeah. Okay. I'm playing. I love Powerwash Simulator. It is one. Hey, at this point, I gotta say, it is legitimately one of my favorite games. It is one of my favorite games. I love. It is so dumb that I love this game, but I love this game. But wholeheartedly. I love power washing things. I love making things. I like the idea of a video game where the whole premise is you just make things clean. More games need to be about making things that are dirty clean. I think there need to be more clean core games.
Yummy in the tummy.
Just got a raise at work and figured I'd spread the wealth to our local internet funny man.
Oh shit! Boheej, thank you for the $4. Much appreciated. Thank you for the $4 that goes towards the Meatball Fund. Nice. I'm glad you got a raise. Shouts out. Hell yeah. Hey, confirmed, if you're a Baaulp listener or if you're a Baaulp fan, you get raises at work. Confirmed.
Yeah, it's confirmed. I'm getting a raise soon.
Are you? Oh shit! Seriously?
It's like the guaranteed annual employee raise, but you know
that counts.
It's exciting. Like for a long time, whenever COVID was happening, like we didn't get that raise.
Oh shit! Really? Damn.
Like in 2020, we didn't get that raise.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're getting a raise, love. Hell yeah. I know what you do for your day job, and you do a good job, so.
You know what I do, but you don't actually know like my work.
Well, I've used what you made, like verifiably. I think. Wait, no, I definitely have interacted with your work. Absolutely. Because I used the website that you worked on. But yeah, shouts out, Log got a raise. Boheej in chat, thank you for the $4. You got a rage. A rage. A raise. Fuck.
Yeah, you gotta rage.
Oh shit, Smooth Willis just said I should be getting a raise in the next few months. Oh shit! Look at that. Look at that, chat.
There's a nugget of truth. You gotta be a Baaulp fan.
Baaulp fans, you know what? Here's what I think. I think what it is that Baaulp fans are like real go-getters, you know? Baaulp fans are not... Baaulp fans are smarter, are Baaulp fans clearly, you know, out of all of the, you know... if you're a fan of me, I'm guessing that you're already a fan of RTVS, but you know, if you're a Baaulp fan specifically, what separates you from the rest of the RTVS fans is that you're successful. You get raises.
You're smarter. You're faster. Taller.
You get raises.
You get more nutrition out of the same amount of food.
yeah. We're the Saiyans of RTVS fans. Exactly. You can go SSJ 3. You get raises at work. You can fly. Clearly, I think that's what that means. Well, that's very awesome for you, Boheej, and I'm glad you're sharing the wealth. Much appreciated. Oh shit, I must be a fake Baaulp fan? No, it just means that you haven't been watching enough for it to take into effect. It'll grow on you like a virus. Yeah, it'll come to you. You'll get it eventually. What was I saying? And hey, that means that my Chinese New Year, like, wishing worked. During Chinese New Year, you know. Chinese New Year is about, for Chinese New Year, you don't just wish for prosperity for yourself, you wish for prosperity for those around you too, so it's working. Clearly, that's a sign that it's working, you see? My wish for all my viewers to be as prosperous as possible is being achieved. Clearly. Hell yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Uh-huh.
JoJo's All-Star Battle R.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of that?
I'm not like holding my breath. It's cool that they're remastering it, especially since it did not do well sales-wise. Like, it did really bad sales-wise. So.
Oh no, you are mistaken.
Wait, what? It did well? Whenever
All-Star Battle came out, it was like one of the best-selling anime games ever.
Really?
Like it was like concentrated in Japan, of course.
Oh, fair. I'm thinking about like Western sales.
Hello, Baaulp, it is good to see you again. Long live the Meatball Fund.
Yo, Absolute Goob, thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 4 months of support. Shouts out, I salute you. Yes, God bless the Meatball Fund. It literally keeps me fed. It's not. Yeah. Sorry. What were you saying?
The crazy thing is that in the details.
Yes, I heard.
It's like beyond a remaster. This is like it's like practically a sequel.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, so they do have a website up. So I'm not holding my breath because okay, I guess I should explain. It is a fighting game, but it's not like a good fighting game. And like that sounds mean, but hear me out. I would almost describe it as like a toy fighting game. It was a fighting game, you know, mechanically, but like it was not very like well put together. It was not balanced. The game ran under 60 FPS, which if you ask any fighting game player, that's like, why did you even make this? Like this doesn't even run if it runs under 60 FPS, right? Like fighting games run at 60 FPS, and that's it. Like, that it's not like a gold standard. It's like, mechanically, they need to run at 60 FPS, right? So, like, yeah, it was just like, a lot of people I knew were very disappointed because they were expecting, like, a fighting game. They weren't expecting Heritage for the Future, which is like the Capcom made JoJo's fighting game. But like they were expecting something a little more like, you know, a little more like I guess more fleshed out and like more closer to like a real fighting game. And so that's what a lot of people are disappointed by, and that's why I'm surprised that they were remaking it when they announced it during the Sony State of Play. That being said, yeah, I looked it up, and, like, it's not just the remaster. It's new graphics, which, you know, okay. They're editing the game to be more in line with the show. So what that means is, like, they're editing people's outfits to, like, maybe have the outfits that they have in the anime. They're getting the anime voice actors in to redo the voices to just keep it, like, cohesive, right? Because All-Star Battle came out before, I think it came out like during part 2 of JoJo's the anime. So like a lot of the voice actors were not even hired to be the voices for their characters yet. And the big thing, I'm not holding my breath, but the big thing is they basically said they're gonna retool the gameplay, which, like, if they add a few features, sure, but like if they change it to like, it will probably run at 60 FPS now. I remember it being like, it came out very late in the PlayStation 3's hardware cycle, so maybe the PlayStation 3 just wasn't powerful enough for it. But like, we're talking about JoJo's All-Star Battle, the remake. You know, if it's a real fighting game, cool. Like, I'm all for it. Like, I like JoJo's.
Yeah, I mean, like, the trailer itself is a 60 FPS trailer. If that's
that's good.
And like, it just was just like a performance issue. Like,
yeah,
it could go up to 60 frames per second, but like Zappelli would make a projectile on screen and it would like visibly go down to 30 frames per second.
Yeah, that game was too pretty for its own good. But at the same time, it's like, if they make that, I heard that there are assists. Is that true?
They showed gameplay with assist calls.
Yeah.
Which that could be a side mode, or it could be just like part of the game.
Yeah.
But the thing that they did say in their little blurb is like, we're adding new gameplay features such as hit stop to attacks, which I'm pretty sure already existed, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I was
but also about.
But also air dashes.
Yeah, that's what I pointed out when I was on Wayne's stream, because I brought up the same thing when I was on Wayne's stream earlier today, because I was like, yeah, they're adding air dashes. It's gonna be an air dasher, which is weird. That's so weird. That like, it's like, okay, we're remaking this game, but we're turning it into an air dasher, and it's like, what? All right. I mean, cool, but like, what? That's weird, but okay. I just wanted
somebody was saying it sucks that is PS exclusive. It's not exclusive. It's going on everything.
Yeah. Don't listen to that. Like, I don't know why.
Sony always does that.
I don't understand why people haven't like seen past it yet. The most that any of the major companies, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, can do is make you think that their game. Okay, Nintendo is the one company where their games are most likely going to actually be exclusive. Nintendo still operates like that. But most companies lose money by making console exclusive games. So most companies do not make console exclusive games. What they try to do now is they try to make you think that the game is going to be console exclusive, but it's not. I think there's literally only one game. Someone pointed out that only one game that Sony showed today in their 30-minute presentation is console exclusive. And I think it was
Probably Returnal, right?
Yeah, it was Returnal. That's it. That is the one. Like everything else, you can get on Xbox or PC. Like none of this is exclusive. They don't let them trick you into thinking, because that is their playbook. They're like, they want you to think that it is exclusive, so you go out and you buy a PlayStation to play those games. You know. So don't fall for it, guys. They're not exclusive. Yeah, like nowadays the big thing is like, cause like I said, basically like the cat's out of the bag. So it used to be that like, it used to be, from what I've heard, and I'm not like a games reporter, I'm not a journalist or anything. But I pay attention, I read. From what I've heard and learned is that, back in the ye old days, the way Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo would get console exclusive games that weren't first party is they would basically pony up more money. They would pony up more money to be like, listen, make this game exclusive, we'll give you more money. They stopped doing that because what all the game development studios realized, what all the basically what everybody realized. Yo! Sock Tango is going to continue the gift stuff they got from Smooth Willis. Much appreciated. Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. Anyway, basically what every company realized is like, even with the extra money that we would get from Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo to be exclusive for their console, it literally doesn't make up, like, it's a no-brainer. Like, it's even if they give us extra money, it won't make up for the fact that we aren't on every console. Like, our game is being sold to less consumers, right? Fewer consumers, because we're only Xbox or only Nintendo, right? So nowadays, the most that they can ask for, the most that they can get away with, is timed exclusivity. Games like Returnal are actually exclusive to Sony, right? And the reason why that is, like, if I had to wager a guess, it's because Sony probably paid for a majority of that game's development. So that's how they're getting away with it. Well, I say get away with it. That's why it's, like, actually console exclusive. Because, like, and if you haven't noticed, more and more, like, a lot of people are like, oh man, Microsoft and Sony are buying studios. But, like, they're kind of just taking a page out of Nintendo's playbook, right? Like, for example, Game Freak games are only on Nintendo consoles because, if I remember correctly, Nintendo owns Game Freak. Like, as you know, they just own them. So it's like, okay, keep making games, but they're only gonna be for Nintendo consoles. So they're just kind of trying, like, in my opinion, they're obviously trying to get bigger. They're trying to, like, you know, they got the money to buy up all these studios that they are, but part of the reasoning why they're doing that is so that they can actually have exclusives again. And even then, if you have a PC, it kind of circumvents that, because, like, if you haven't noticed, a lot of games still come out for PC. Hello, Moravinic. Ooh, I got some green tea. I haven't had green tea in a while. It tastes more herbally. Yeah. But yeah, I like fighting games. I'm a fighting game head now. The more fighting games, the better. Because even if I don't play them, they're gonna appeal to somebody. And, like, I remember, like, people talking about, like, people being disappointed not by, like, I'm talking about JoJo's All-Star Battle again. I remember people being disappointed, not just because, like, of, like, the game mechanically, but, like, gameplay-wise, it was, like, not the best game. Like, it was not balanced well. Some characters were just, like, crazy powerful and had, like, infinites compared to others. Like, you know, it was not, like, a well-balanced fighting game, so if they make the game better, like a more real fighting game, that would be sick. I would love that. I think everybody would like that. Because people already like JoJo's, so just make a JoJo's fighting game gooder, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, at this point, what else are you gonna do?
It does make me happy, though, that, like... the more I think about it, one thing that really does make me super happy about it is that it is, like... It isn't just a remaster of an old game. It is a remaster and a retooling of an old game. I want to see more games get that treatment. Like, more, like... Because, like, a lot of people play old fighting games for fun, but, like, what if they just re-released them and, like, adjusted them? You know? That doesn't happen that often.
I think a lot of people would be pissed.
About that? Aww. But then,
Yeah,
they
'cause,
can
like-
just play the old version.
Yeah, but still, it's just, yeah, I mean, you're right, a lot of people, like, All-Star Battle had a lot of, like, problems with it, so I don't think people are very, like,
No.
have any issues with with it getting changed. But, like, people like a bunch of other old fighting games. Like, if they change Heritage for the future, people would be upset.
Yeah. I mean, that game's not balanced, but yeah, people would be upset at that. That game's not balanced either. Last I checked.
But it's balanced enough. They only have to ban 2 characters.
Retooled Garou or Rock is good. Is Rock not good in that game? Or are you joking? I don't know anything about Garou. So if you're being sarcastic, I wouldn't even know, dude. Oh, I can get up on this. I can jump on this. Ha! Once again, hope you guys are doing good this fine evening. I don't normally stream late, so I'm glad people are tuning in and watching, and I hope you guys got to eat dinner too. I hope you guys got to eat some dinner too and are chilling. I might do these more often if I got the time for them. I just had a margarita pizza. Nice.
I had a Newman's Own pizza, so how about that?
That's okay. I didn't even know they
Newman-
made frozen pizzas.
Yeah, Newman's Own pizzas are pretty good, actually.
They fucking make everything. I did not know they made pizzas, legitimately. But I don't.
Yeah, for a long time, I was like, I didn't think they were that good, but then I realized that I could cook it differently, and it was better. Like, cause like ovens are weird, and if you put something on like the higher shelf of the oven, it doesn't cook as well. But I have like a pizza stone and stuff, so it's like, hey, what if I put this on the bottom shelf and I put the pizza on there and see what happens? And it just made it way better, made it a masterpiece.
Interesting. I had to stock Newman's Own at my last job. Yo, you know what I heard? Or not heard. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said, yo, you know what I heard? I used to drink too much Newman's Own juice. And I stopped because I realized all juice is really high in sugar. But
I didn't know that they had juice.
what? Yeah, they I would drink their like what would I get? It was like I would get their lemonade. Yeah, I would have Newman's Own lemonade a lot. And then I had to stop because I was like, this is extra sugar that I should not be having because I'm trying to lose weight. But I Newman's Own juice and lemonade. They would have like, I think they would, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they would also have like, I think they also had strawberry lemonade. And that's the good shit. That shit is
Yeah, all I knew about
dangerous
Newman's
for your
Own
health.
was all I knew about Newman's Own was the dressing and the pizzas.
Okay, yeah, they have like everything, I guess. They have juice, they have dressing and pizza, basically everything. I guess there's not a single thing that they don't make, apparently, because I knew about the dressing. I think everyone knows about the dressing, but I didn't know about the pizza. I've never seen the pizza, but I also don't look at frozen pizzas because I live in the Northeast, and like, why would I do that when I can go get a pizza?
Yeah, it's kind of like an inaccuracy of like all cyberpunk media, huh?
What do you mean?
They paint this picture of a future, and it's like you think about Blade Runner, and it's like a lot of the stuff is just like it's like ads in Japanese and stuff. It's like no, you'll see a big ol' Newman's Own face.
I want to see a cyberpunk setting where Newman's Own is like
Newman's
everywhere.
Own arms, Newman's Own
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah. That would be really funny. Well, dude.
Yeah.
you
So
know-
that one's free if you're like making a dystopian novella,
Yeah.
a short film or something.
Yeah.
Don't concern yourself with like geopolitics or anything. It's all Newman's Own.
Yeah. Newman's Own emotion chip plugin. Yeah. Yeah. Now you're. Yeah. Exactly. Hey, so Log, you say that, but you know what in the neighborhood that I live in, so I live really close to, I'm not like giving my exact location, but I live really close to a bunch of different college campuses. One of them is Boston University, I will say that. I live sorta close to Boston University, right? And so, like, there is just, so like in and around where I live, it's a lot of like Chinese exchange students. A lot of Chinese people come to the US to study at basically every school because they think that American schools are better than the ones in China. So they all come to the US to study.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of Chinese immigrants at my college too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not all of them are immigrants. Some of them are here to study and then they go back home.
Oh yeah, like people just coming in specifically for that. Yeah, I knew a couple people like that from India and China both.
Yeah. Anyway, so so there are so many there are so many Asian immigrants and students here that in the last few years, this has been going on for a while. I've noticed that like there are some like things that like relate to like what they would like. I've noticed that specifically it's ads for realty companies, like people who want to buy apartments / rent apartments. So it's like realty companies, like for renting apartments, mostly renting, and also food delivery apps. I've noticed more ads in where I live, where it's like the ad is just in Chinese. It's not like Chinese and English. It's just Chinese because there are so many Asian people and Chinese people here now, like foreign exchange students, that it's like that is effective for them. They can just put out a poster that is all in Chinese, saying like, "Hey, are you looking for a place to rent for the next semester? You know, we got apartments. You know, 2-bedroom. You know, 2-bedroom. You know, 1 bath. Or you know, whatever." And then there's also, as of late, I've noticed, also they also have food delivery apps that are just all in Chinese. It's all in Chinese. It's for a different app. It's not like DoorDash or Uber Eats. It's for a company that I assume is like in China. It's like I assume it's a Chinese company, and like they're like, hey, a lot of people are going to America. Let's expand into America because why not? And like all their ads are just in Chinese. They just don't care. They don't need to care.
If you're in need of a bottle of dressing, boy, do we got that for you too.
I mean, I'm imagining a cyberpunk setting where like Newman's Own is considered like really high quality and all the ads are in Chinese. That would be a funny setting. Like imagine all the Newman's Own products, but they're in Chinese. And those are the only ones you can get. Yeah, now the more I think about it, the more I like that idea. Same thing happens in Texas, honestly. I cannot tell you how many ads I've seen that are only in Spanish. Yeah, but people don't think when people think Spanish, they don't think cyberpunk. You know, when you think cyberpunk, the ads have to be like all in Japanese or Chinese. Or Korean or something. I mean, I guess it could be in Spanish. I've never watched Firefly. All I know about Firefly is that like it's set in like everyone knows how to speak Chinese in Firefly, and they're also space cowboys.
Does Earth exist in Firefly?
I think so. But the idea is that like everyone just speaks Chinese because like English isn't like the dominant language anymore, so everyone knows like some Chinese. I don't know anything about Firefly. Yo, inverted arrow, thank you for the 55 bits. Much appreciated. I'll get a gumball with that. I'm kidding. I go to this diner. I go to this like cafe. And they call it a cafe, but honestly the food that they have is like closer to like diner food. And man, they have like a gumball machine. And the gumballs look so old and decrepit. I always think about it because, you know, it's like, why not get a gumball? But then I look at the machine, I'm like, oh, fuck that. I'm not getting no gumball. This shit looks... the candy in it looks ancient. Yeah, I feel like nobody gets it, and so they've never replaced the gumballs inside. Like, the candy looks stale. I don't want that.
How dire.
I know. I mean, their food is good, just I don't think that machine has been maintained in eons. As I was walking to my car after class today, I walked by this guy talking to his friend, and the only thing I heard was, "Hey man, what if humans are made out of gumballs?" I think you met someone from Candyland, but like in secret. They didn't want anyone
But
to
then
know.
why would they have to question it?
You know, just to see if their friend was into it, you know? Like, what if they were, you know... It's like, oh, dude, what if people were made out of gumballs? Would that freak you out, or would you be normal? Would you be chill about it?
Just say, like, in theory, like, what if we stepped on this space and we went to the chocolate swamp? What would you think about that?
Yeah, what would you think about that?
Would you be cool with it?
Yeah, would you be chill, or would that, like, would it be crazy, you know? Just like, you know, just put, you know, just like, you know, no particular reason, just wondering, bro. You know? How would you feel? How would you feel about that? If I took you to a land where everything was made out of candy, how would you feel, you know? God, if Candyland was real, we would be like the predators from Alien, or not predators. We would be like the aliens from Alien, wouldn't we? Like, our saliva melts everything. like we could eat people whole.
Well, I think well, the denizens of Candyland aren't made of candy.
Yeah, they are. They are, right? They're made.
Well,
out of candy.
there's like a plum magician, and he's just like a guy that has plums.
He's probably made out of candy, something, you know. He just looks normal. He's made out of candy.
I think like the only one that's actually candy is like the guy in the chocolate swamp. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just a pile of chocolate. And I guess he would be fucked. But everybody else would be okay.
Yeah, but you can literally eat everything. You would devour. If humans were let loose in Candyland, we could just like eat everything. Like, I don't know. They wouldn't stop. They couldn't stop us. Their weapons are made out of candy. I would catch all the bullets in my mouth because they'd be gumdrops.
But what if they're sour? Man, I'm just thinking, do I need to buy a fourth Wandering Emperor or not? I don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, you told me about your problem. You didn't order as many cards as you needed or something.
Yeah, and like that wasn't even the one. I thought I ordered 3 of a specific kind of land, and I only ordered 2.
Ah, that sucks.
And then I went to the store and was like, okay, I'll get another one, and they couldn't find theirs.
Oh, that sucks. That blows.
So I'm at a disadvantage, but whatever. I'm just thinking about getting 4th Wandering Emperor, because like I don't know if this is like a common thing for Magic, because you know I haven't been playing for a very long time, but like ever since the set came out, it's like the stock market. Like stuff is just happening.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like there's any sense.
Yes. Welcome to card games, and it's not just Magic. It's like all card games. Where like people will speculate. People will be like, "Oh, I bet you this card is strong." And so it'll start showing up in more and more decks. So what I'll do is I'll start buying these cards now. Like, and because they'll go up, and then I can use them to trade for other cards later or sell them back. People absolutely do that. And it's one of the dumber parts of Magic the Gathering.
It's definitely happening, and it's happening with the Wonder.
Like, especially if, like, it especially happens to cards that, like, people don't think are super strong at the beginning, but then, like, they go, like, oh, wait, this card's actually really, really good, and then they, like, just snap them up. It definitely happens. It is, like, that's why, like, when you were first getting into Magic the Gathering, that's why I was, like, warning you so much, because I was, like, pick your poison, because there's not a single way to play Magic that is, like, perfect. If you play Arena, you don't have to worry about supply and demand issues, because, like, yeah, you have to grind for your cards, but, like, you make new cards whenever you can, right?
Well,
Whereas with the paper game, it's like, oops, we don't have this card. Check back in later and see if someone sells one to the store, and then you can buy it, you know?
You see, I'm mostly okay to it, and I just kind of, like, view it as, like, a novelty. It's just kind of, like, an interesting thing to see. But more importantly, is I just keep on winning. I keep on winning on these like, market trends somehow. I'm not trying to, but I just keep on winning.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's because you're not dumb, and you're not trying to chase trends. So you're good. The worst part about playing Magic, the the Gathering when I played a lot was trading with people. With people who, like, every once in a while, like, you know, like, most people who are trading, it's like, they're looking to complete their deck or something too. So they want to, like, you know, walk away with cards that they don't, they want to give you their cards that they don't need, and they want to walk away with cards that they do need, right? But like every once in a while you'll meet someone who is very clearly just trying to get the upper hand on you. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to walk away with, like, well, little does this guy know that in 2 months, the value of this card is gonna go up, and I gave him cards that, you know, aren't gonna go up in price. And it's like, you know, I've interacted with enough of those people that's like, I hate trading. It's like one of my least favorite activities.
I don't know. The people that I play with are pretty chill, so it's mostly just...
At a smaller store, yeah, you kind of can't get away with that stuff because everybody will know each other. Like, it's a tight-knit group. But, like, at a bigger store, like, at the store I went to, it was, like, probably the biggest store in the city for playing Magic. And, like, there would be people there who were there to not play at the event. There were people there who were just there to trade. Like, they would show up to the store, and, like, they weren't there to enter in the events. They weren't there to play casuals. They were there to just trade, like, all night. And it's like, what? Like,
that's, I mean, interesting.
Sure, yeah, like.
I'll tell you though, I lost out last night.
What happened?
There was some guy that was trying to get a bunch of, like, the new good stuff from Neon Dynasty, and he was just asking around. It's like, hey, anybody got Otawara? Anybody got the Channel Ends? Anybody got March of Otherworldly Light? It's like, hey, I've got March of Otherworldly Light. And so he pulls out, like, his stuff, and it's a bunch of just, like, random old stuff that I don't really know anything about. So I was like, well, I don't know. I'm not going to use any of this stuff, but I might as well look through it. And I found, amongst his pile of stuff, a Russian Gitaxian probe.
What? Well, actually,
and I wanted that.
Is Russian Gitaxian probe even worth that much anymore?
No, I don't think it is, but I thought it was cool because it's a card in a language that I didn't even know was printed, and it's a banned card, and so I wanted it, but he wouldn't go through with it.
Does he know it's banned?
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. He said, like, he's like, I don't know if I want to get rid of this because I only have 4, and it gets played in no ban list modern. Which what is that?
Who plays
Yeah, who
that?
plays that? Well, I guess he does. So unfortunately, I
you-
could not get it.
I bet you. That sounds dumb. Nobody plays no ban list modern. No, the people who play no ban list modern are playing Pioneer. You know, like I don't know.
I kind of get it though. It's kind of like the pack rat mentality. Like I understand that idea. It's like, oh, but what if I do want to like get into something that uses this?
It's true.
He did have the 4. I saw the 4 Gitaxian probes.
It's true.
And that was the 4th one.
It's true. Damn. Do people play no ban list modern?
I don't know.
I want to play fucking. If no ban list modern sounds crazy, I might give that a try. It sounds unbalanced as hell. Infect is still played probably. As someone who plays no ban list Yu-Gi-Oh with my brother, it's mostly stupid and funny. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with like no ban list things. It's like, you know, those ban lists exist for a reason. You know, my theory is that maybe that guy's hoping, cause Russian Gitaxian probes are fucking sick. Fucking sick. Foreign language cards are always sick, and you know what I think? That person is holding out hope that it gets unbanned one day and those cards jump up in price again.
Maybe.
That's my theory. Man, look how long it's taking me to clean this subway station. But look! Damn, this looks like a subway out of the Matrix. It's squeaky clean. You can eat off of this. Actually, half of the subways in the Matrix are clean and half of them are dirty. No in between. Do they unban cards? Yes, actually. They do unban cards.
It's pretty rare for them to do that for anything but like Popper, though.
Yeah. They unban cards. They do unban cards, though. Oh, I'm missing so many spots. Yeah, I am, you know, I'm starting to get more comfortable about going outside again. Because I can't say obviously I can't talk about any other place besides where I live, Boston, Massachusetts. But the COVID rate for Massachusetts, like the state, is back down to where it was in July. Like, there is still some COVID in the city, obviously, but like, I think the 7-day average was like 800 something cases, and for a state with a lot of people, like Massachusetts is a pretty dense state. For a state with that many people, an average like COVID transmission rate of 800 is not that bad, and you know, I'm okay with going out and doing some stuff again. I'm gonna keep wearing the mask. Fuck what the CDC says. I'm gonna keep wearing the mask. But I'm going to, you know, I'm more keen about going outside again.
I imagine you'll be good.
What was I gonna say? And I do want to start playing Magic. I'm not gonna lie, I want to start playing Magic again. Because at my store, there is a Pauper scene. And Pauper is a format that you play with only commons. Which means it's very cheap to play. So I might do that. I might get my feet wet by playing Pauper and see how that goes.
Play that shiny new Expedition map.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd play in Pauper, honestly. I need to look up the decks. I'll probably play Burn. I like Burn.
So they have like a new committee for handling popper stuff that talk,
Really?
and they post like pretty elaborate stuff. It's like, yeah, these are the trends that we've been noticing, and this is why we're like changing things.
Really?
And they're saying that like anything that can use experimental synthesizer or moon circuit hacker is pretty good right now.
Interesting. I thought you meant other types of poppers for a split second. I got really confused. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, I'm using those poppers. Yeah, no. No, we're no. Sorry, I'm checking something real quick. Yeah. I mean, it's no surprise. It's not a surprise because you play Magic and I used to play a lot of Magic, but you always talk about Magic when you're on my stream vlog. You always bring it up.
Is that a problem?
No, it's funny that you always talk about Magic. It's getting me wanting to play Magic again. God damn it.
Well, it's not like I don't have many other people to talk to
That's
about
true.
it. Like Mira only plays Commander.
Mira only plays Commander. Just say. I'm kidding. I still think it's weird what they did to Commander. Like, Commander is how they probably get most of their money now. When I played Commander, everyone played Commander because it was the format. It was just like for fun. It was not serious. It was just for fun. Like, someone told me about Commander. It's like, hey, Baaulp, you know how you have like a boxes and boxes full of like old junk rares that you can't get rid of because no one wants them. They're bad. I was like, yeah, that's like a common problem for everybody. It's like, well, just take those cards and make a Commander deck. And I was like, oh, so that way you can like play a game with those cards. That's cool. Like, back when I played, Commander was like, you did not buy new cards for Commander. Commander was like, you have a box of 100 of these junk rares that like are less than 50 cents each, and it's like, here, make a deck out of those. It's like, okay, cool. And some people started getting serious about them, but it was still just like, yeah, this deck is just, you know, for fun. And now it's like, and now it's still like for fun, except they sell so many supplementary products now for it. That's what like weirds me out. Is like, I did not expect this to be a supported format, you know. And like, they were starting to like print Commander decks when I started playing, and those are pretty cool. But like, they sell so much shit now. It's weird. Like, now there's a Commander deck like with every new set. And so it's like, it's a lot of stuff.
Well, Penna's gonna have 5.
Really?
One for every gang.
Oh yeah. See, you can tell that Commander's like their moneymaker now.
Yeah, but it's like, I think that kind of stuff is whatever. I think it's just natural that, yeah, if you've played for a long time, then you can throw whatever you want together and you'll be able to like just play it. I think that it's just like, it's just a guarantee that new players would have to pay in to like really do it, because like a lot of the Commander stuff is like tribal stuff. It's like, oh, I want to play, you know, squirrels or zombies or vampires or whatever.
Yeah.
So you'll have to, like, if you're a new player, you're just gonna have to go and you're gonna have to buy some good squirrels, some good vampires.
I tried to play Magic one single time, and the scene near my place is so intimidating, and the game itself is so confusing that it scared me off forever. When was this? When was this? Because nowadays it's like, honestly, Magic has come around. We've kicked out a lot of the losers. That's to be honest, it seems like the Magic the Gathering community has done a pretty good job kicking out all the losers. Truth be told. Because it's the losers that are gatekeeping and go like, huh, you don't know the rules? You don't know how to play the game?
Yeah, like I think if you go to any sort of play, just a limited format thing, just like a draft, people are just very into just like helping new players get into that stuff.
My other recommendation is also to pick a smaller store. Usually smaller stores have more tight-knit communities and they're not as weird. Hey, I'm sorry we talk about card games so much. Some people are following along because they used to play card games, but and I'm not blaming you, Log. I'm not blaming you, but it's like, damn, we talk about card games a lot, and it's like it just dawned on me that maybe not everybody plays them, and it's just me and Log that know what we're talking about. But
yeah, we have to talk about the things that everybody plays, like Elden Ring.
Yeah. No, you can talk about what's on the screen. You can talk about power washing. Isn't this riveting? I'm kidding.
You know, I don't have much Subway experience since I live in...
You live in a Subway-less state?
Yeah, in just like suburban areas all my life. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I see some people acting like Subways are just like terrible experience or something, and these are people that live in places with Subways.
They're just
but I don't really get it, because like I rode the Subway in Boston, I rode the Subway in Paris, and it was fine both times.
It is just people who are mad. Honestly, I love the T. I love the Subway here in Boston. It's just dumb people who are like, if I had to wager a guess, it is dumb people who are like, you know, they got late to work one time because the train was late, or the train, you know, there was an accident and like, you know, they had to like stop the train because they needed like to get someone who like got injured off the thing, and they're like, oh, I hate it. It's so slow and it's so dirty, you know. It's either that, like someone who got slighted once and is now like, oh, I hate that Subway forever. Or it's someone who has to take the Subway sometimes. Like, they live just far outside of the city enough that they have a car or whatever, but every once in a while they drive into the city, they have to park somewhere, and then they have to take the T, you know, and they're like, ugh. You know, I've rode the Subway before. It's a terrible experience. It's like, yeah, it's obviously not. It's public transportation. It's not. Yes, it's not private like your car. I'm sorry. Yeah, there are people that you have to share with other people, bro. Yeah, I don't get those people either. And a lot of people also don't understand that, like, it is partially a public service. Like, if the Subway is underfunded, that means the city is underfunding them. It's not like, there's some people who it's not their fault, you know? So, I don't know. I personally, I love it. But that's because I grew up in the city, you know? Like, I like, and this is not to, like, look down on people that grew up in suburbs, but, like, when I was in college, that was, like, my first exposure to, like, people who grew up in suburbs, like, a lot, right? And, like, the look on their faces to be like, oh, class is over, and it's like, well, I guess I'm gonna go back to my dorm, and I'd be like, yo, you want to go here or here? It's like, no, I'm gonna go back to, it's like, it takes them a while to realize, like, it's like, you don't need a car. Like, yeah, class is over, bro. Let's go anywhere. Like, to me, that's just normal, because, like, yeah, like, school's over. Let's hop on the T and go see, like, do anything. And it's like, you don't need a car. Nobody needs a car. Like, yeah, school's over. Let's go muck about. Like, fuck yeah. Like, we can go anywhere, you know?
Yeah, that stuff seems cool.
Like, it's for a kid, it's awesome. Because it's like, you don't need, like, to rely on someone else to take you somewhere. You're not like, held hostage on a bus. Like, yeah, let's go to the mall, let's go see a movie, let's go fuck around. Sometimes me and my friends would go play Magic, you know, after school and shit like that. Which, you know, if you have a car, you can do that too. But the idea is that, like, anybody can do that. You don't need a car to do that. In fact, the school gave us passes to ride the subway.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can see just, even if you do have a car, it's just, you know, Subway's passive.
Yeah. Toronto is cool, but also very expensive. I've heard. I would love to be able to try to live there, because it seems like a cool place, but it also seems expensive as hell.
It seems like a place where renting costs more than a house.
Yep. Well, from what I've heard, their real estate market is like fucked. So maybe, I think renting is expensive and buying is even more expensive.
Well, I mean, like buying a house anywhere else.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Have you... So you play Modern and you play Standard, right, Vlog?
Yep.
Okay. That sounds
Man, you
good.
know, it's fucked up.
Sorry, do people play Pioneer at your store?
No, nobody plays Pioneer. They started doing Legacy.
Wow, they're gonna do Legacy before Pioneer. That's interesting.
Yeah. For whatever reason, there's a lot of people that just have Legacy stuff.
I mean, a lot of older players who are smart and hung on to their cards. Are like, yeah, they can play Legacy. They got all, you know, they got the volcanic islands from when they were a kid. They were smart and they didn't trade them away.
But, you know, it's fucked. Because, so, I play Modern on Tuesday, right? So I was playing yesterday. And I've updated my stuff. I've included some new Kamigawa stuff. And honestly, I feel like my deck is the strongest it's ever been. That being said, yesterday was the worst that I've ever done. Because yesterday, half the people in the store suddenly decided that they were going to play Indomitable Creativity.
Oh no.
And I went up against two people playing that, and like every other match, they just got it off turn 4. And it was just,
no.
there's no chance.
Yeah. I feel I gotta keep my mouth shut because I totally play those. I'm the person that would play a deck that just wins turn 4.
Well, it's just like the thing is like I know how it works, and I know that like it's not guaranteed that they can do it on turn 4.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they just kept getting it.
It's called bad luck. Well, good luck for them, bad luck for you.
Yeah, and so I need to like think about what options I have to beat that.
You play Hearted Scales, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I tried to like Google it afterwards, and there was somebody that did like really well with it in Las Vegas, like Hard Scales.
Oh,
okay. Like they were somebody like they were the person that like put me onto it. It's like, oh, maybe this would be a good thing to do. It's because they were top 8 in like the biggest Modern event. And they were saying like, yeah, so I did this and this and this. And it's like Indomitable Creativity. Yeah, this is a bad matchup. Like this is really bad for this.
Yep, bad matchups exist in card games like they do in fighting games. It's like you just this is the struggle matchup. That sucks.
But yeah, I don't know. Like it was mostly just down to like I think I could have done it if I got better stuff. But yeah, it's like yesterday was like the first time where like I did like any of the games that I won, I didn't win with Infect. I just won by having like strong guys. And so that was like a new that's like a new experience because usually I have to win with Infect.
Yeah, that happens. You know what's funny? When I used to play, back when Infect was a deck in Modern, before they banned Gitaxian Probe, you would win, like, the joke was that, like, you would win with non-infect damage half the time. Because, like, either you don't draw the creatures that you need, or your opponent kills them, but they're just taking damage from, like, your non-infect creatures the whole time. And, like, because like you play with shocklands in Modern, like people are like shocking themselves down to like when they played against Infect, they know like, okay, you're not gonna attack my life. It's not my life total that matters. So they just play all their shocklands, and then you just like pump up a Noble Hierarch and kill them.
Yeah. And so, like, that's the thing, right? Is like, yeah, usually you rely on the infect damage because it's a lot easier to just, like, get... It's a lot easier to get 9+1 counters than 19, you know? But, the thing is, like, the new thing that I put in was I put in Patchwork Automaton, right? And Patchwork Automaton is cool because it's got Ward, and it gets a counter every time you cast an artifact.
Is that
so like, yeah. So it's like nobody can really kill it, and you just naturally make it big without like even having to have hardened scales.
Nice.
So it's like it's just really it really like changes things, I think, because it's like it turns the deck into something that's like not necessarily having to just win in one big turn. It's just this guy is hitting for 6 every turn, and he's getting bigger and bigger.
Someone in chat asked about Two-Headed Giant, that they've heard about the format Two-Headed Giant, and they want to know if it's serious. People do play it, but it's like, it's a format people play for fun. Like, you're not gonna see tournaments for it. It's something people play for fun.
I've only seen Two-Headed Giant get played for pre-release events.
Yeah, like, it is, yeah. It's what am I trying to say? Yeah, people play for fun. It's not like, yeah, pre-release events, stuff like that. What Log just said. It's not that, like, people don't play it, but it's not... What you'll realize about Magic is that there are some things that people play... some things that people play for, you know, like, just for fun, and, like, then they're serious formats. And Two-Headed Giant is, like, a for fun format. Which, nothing wrong with that, but you're, like, when you walk into a store, like, don't expect people to be playing Two-Headed Giant unless it's, like, a special event or they're doing it for fun, you know, shits and giggles. It is fun, though. There was a... Alright, we're cleaning this subway station. Oh, nice. Man, I love Powerwash Simulator. This game is so damn therapeutic for me. I played a Two-Headed Giant equivalent with Yu-Gi-Oh! Alongside the TCG club I was part of in high school. We did duos with my buddy, and I both played Elemental Heroes at the time. Oh damn, that's dirty. But good job. Yeah, I need to like. I'm like, man. It's like a. Like, people getting back into Magic is like the butt of jokes, but like I am starting to get that card game itch again, where it's like, damn, I guess I could play Magic, couldn't I? I could just play Magic the Gathering again in my life. There's nothing stopping me. But I have to go. I don't have any cards anymore besides the one that you, besides the like few cards that you gave me along. I'd have to go back to the store and like get some again.
Oh yeah, and you even gave up the Olivia, the staple that is
you wanted
used everywhere.
Well, I mean, okay. My mentality is like when I was a kid, I tried to collect the cards. Like, you know, I was like, I tried to trade with people. I think this time around, I'm gonna be a lot more like, I guess, functional. Like, I'm not gonna even bother trading cards. Like, if I have cards, I'm either gonna like trade them or sell them immediately, and then if, you know, I'll give them to people if they need them, and then like I'm just gonna try to have decks, play them, let draft, sell the cards back, you know, to try to break even, and that's it. I think that's how I'm gonna play from now on. Because honestly, for me, I like playing the game. So like I hated trading. Like for me, I liked the game. I like the game of card games. I don't like everything around them. I don't like I would always feel stupid trying to haggle with people, going like, okay, well, you have this card from your trade binder that I want, and then they're like, okay, well, you know, okay, let's see your trade binder. It's like, I don't care. Like, it's like, you know, like from now, like I get it. Like I just don't, you know, from now on, I think like when I get back into it, I think I'm just gonna be like very like, I'm gonna have as few cards as possible. I'm gonna be very lean, I guess, you know. So that's why I didn't care about, you know, you bought it as a present. I might as well give the Olivia back to you because I know you're gonna get more use out of it than me. You know?
Yeah, for me, I just, you know, it just activates the collector in me. Like, I like playing it, and like that's like the part that I didn't really like realize as a kid is like, yeah, just like trying to think up like the ways stuff goes together and how they work and stuff is like that was something that I always liked to do, and like that seems just like a natural like attract for me. But whenever I was a kid, all I did is I just liked to collect the stuff for arbitrary reasons.
I think everyone did.
Yeah. And so like I still kind of feel that way, and so I like just random shit. Just even if I don't think I'll use it, like even if it's just like if it's interesting to look at or just like has some kind of like trivia about it, I just like it. And so like that's why I want a Russian Gitaxian probe whenever I see it.
That's funny. That's so funny, dude.
And why I like those little like boxes of like basically like little dollar packs of what's basically bulk trash.
You buy those? No.
Yeah, every now and then I get a couple because like they always have stuff from like Mirrodin and like just really old stuff. And it's like, oh, well, I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, that's the difference between you and me. I am the full functional, I just want to acquire the pieces to play the game.
Like, in one of those little things, like I spent $1 on it, and I take a look at it. It's like, and one of them, it actually had a mythic in it. And it was like, it's like, oh, this is a mythic? And then I see it's from, like, Khans of Tarkir. And then, oh, what does this do? And then I read it, and it's like, oh, they had so many bad ideas only a short couple of years ago.
My current wish... Oh, what? Oh, the beanbag dropped on the floor. That was meant for my wrist. It dropped on the floor somehow. I knocked it down. My current wish is to obtain one of the Yoshikata Amano cards. I'm mainly into Magic for the card art nowadays. Yeah, so it seems like we have some other collectors in the chat.
Oh yeah, I definitely like am interested in stuff that has a cool picture on it. You know, I'm an artist.
I really do
It's
need...
fair.
Zekaran in chat says, I really do need to go through my drawer of Magic cards and organize them to see what folks might need or want. If and when I get around to that, I'll post info on the Baaulp Discord because I know you guys want that stuff. Yeah, let us know. I'm curious because like, so you're in the unique position of having worked at a game shop when Magic first came out. I think you might be sitting on like a gold mine, Zekaran. Like, if nobody's like touched those, you might be sitting on a gold mine. Cause like even cards that weren't particularly rare, just because the game is so old, certain cards like for no reason are worth a lot. And if you're sitting on like a dual land, you're sitting on like, that's like each dual land is like several $100s. You know, it's crazy.
Well, even the basics from Alpha are
Yes.
40 plus.
Yes, like basic lands from Alpha Edition Magic the Gathering are $40 each. That's like, you may or may not be sitting on a gold mine, but we'll see. Like, even if you know, I don't know if you want to keep them or sell them or what, but you might be sitting on some, like, some crazy stuff. Definitely see if you can get some. If that's your plan, definitely see if you how much you get for it. It might be a nice little bonus, I guess. None of them are in super great shape, but lots of stuff never got touched. You know, why it's really funny. I saw footage from like an old Magic the Gathering tournament. They used to have those on ESPN. Funny, like ESPN2, along with, you know, the food eating competitions, because that's what used to be on ESPN2, and like it's crazy. Like people are just shuffling like rare cards with no sleeves because they didn't have sleeves back then. It was insane. Like, you could just see people like wrinkling up their cards because it's like, oh my god, what the fuck? Nobody had anything to protect their cards back then. It's crazy. It's like scary to look at because like they're touching cards with their hands, and it's like, you know, like that card is like $400 now. You know, it's weird. It's like watching someone swing around the diamond necklace, you know? It's like, uh-oh, don't fuck that up. Also, the other reason why I want to, like, I don't have any interest in being a collector is because, like, I kind of got suckered into it. Like, interacting with those people who I would trade with, like, not all of them were, like, jerks. Like, some of them were nice people, but they just happened to treat Magic like it's a stock market, which is, like, not the right thing to do in my opinion. And so, like, what would happen is, like, they would try to help me out. And they'd be like, oh, if you're looking for value, you know, I need this card from you. If you're looking for value, we could trade this. And they'll be, and you know, they weren't lying. They weren't lying. They'd be like, oh yeah, dude, you should totally keep this card because this card's gonna be, you know, you know, we know, everyone knows that the price of this card is gonna go up. And it's like, I'd be like, okay, and then I would trade for it, and then I would have it. It's like, this is like, I'm not used. Like, yeah, okay, this card is expensive and rare, but like, I'm trying to like finish a deck, and then and then what would happen is like I'd be like, does anyone want this super rare card? And like people would say no because like nobody like wants to trade like 10 cards for one, you know, or something like that. It's like, this is weird. Like me holding on to like fucking like I don't know what it was, Chainer's Edicts for no reason. It's like, cool, I have a playset of Chainer's Edicts, but I don't need these. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, that's just not really been my experience because it's usually just like I'm like very fixated on.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what I want. And
yeah, that's fair.
Like I pick things that I want specifically, and it's like even if the reason is just like I think it looks cool, it's like I pick what I want and I kind of ignore everything else. But I also I do have people that are willing to trade like 7 things for one.
Yeah, because they're you know.
Like I got started putting together this stuff for Mech Titan Core because I traded an extra Ozolith I had to the store owner.
Nice.
And I just took like every foil vehicle out of his little book.
Man, I don't. So someone that I know is now the manager of the store that I like that used to be my stomping grounds. And like the last time one time I was like just passing by, so I stopped in to visit with my friend Mike. And it's funny, he's like, yo, you want to play Multi-Blood with us? We got on a laptop, we're downstairs playing it. It was really funny. They were just playing Multi-Blood behind the register. It was hilarious. It's like, honestly, no joke, that like is half the reason why I want to go back. Is because like, he used to not be into fighting games, and now he's super into fighting games, apparently. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I have this old crappy laptop. It can't run any new fighting games, but it could definitely run old fighting games like Multi-Blood. So he's like, yeah, we just play this now. It's like, alright, cool. I might have to like show up with a PlayStation controller and play it with you guys. That's so fun. It's so funny.
Oh yeah, and Multi-Blood is fun.
I was pretty into Type Lumina came out at an unfortunate time for me, where it's like I was actually getting pretty into it, but then like I got way too busy because like didn't it come out in like November? Either November or October, right?
September, I think.
September? Yeah, I think I got like super busy during September, and it just kind of like felt. I didn't hate what I played. I liked what I played. I played Kohaku.
Yeah, really, I just kind of bounced off of it.
Really?
Like, I wouldn't say it's not like bad or anything, but it was missing the stuff that I had liked in the older one.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, I never played the old Multi-Blood, so I don't even know what it was missing. I just know that like people say that about the game, so it's like I don't know what it's missing, but I don't see it.
Like I mostly just thought that the changes to the system mechanics made it like weird to play.
Oh, okay.
Like different in a strange way that it was like similar but different, and it was something that I wasn't really
Not into.
Yeah, because like it was just like really difficult to, for me at least, it was just like really difficult to find like a setup. Like the way the defense worked in Type Lumina,
because
it was
of,
just
like,
it was so weird.
Because
It's like, oh,
the
there's cross-up protection, but there's not, and then there's like a shield that does this and this, and it like people teleport if they shield something, and you have to do this. I didn't really understand it.
Oh. Yeah, I can see how that would frustrate you.
Like the shield mechanic is just like, I don't want this. I ignore the shield completely in the old one.
Yeah, well, they're playing the old one on. They're playing Axis Code Talker or, fuck, I named the Yu-Gi-Oh card. What was the code? Whatever code actress, whatever.
Actress again, current code.
Actress again, current code. They were playing Actress again, current code on the laptop and like behind the register at the store. Like that, like genuinely surprised me. I was like, "Yo, Eddie." He's like, "Yeah." Apparently, he also plays Plus R, so.
Yeah, that'll run on a shitty laptop.
Yeah, that'll run on a shitty laptop. So apparently he just plays that, and he plays old Melty Blood, and he plays Plus R on Guilty Gear Plus R on his laptop, and he just brings it to work, which is hilarious. But hey, he's the manager now, so he gets to do that. You know, he gets to do that on what he makes the rules, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain amount of chill whenever you're in charge of a game shop.
Yeah, he's the.
I mean, they have to like spend a whole bunch of time like counting cards, which sounds soul crushing. But in the meantime, you got your laptop. You can play any shitty little fighter that came out 10 years ago.
Yep. Yeah, which is super funny. But yeah, you know what? I'll name the store. It's called Pandemonium Books and Games. It's in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's a cool store. Go check it out. If you're ever near there. It used to be where I used to go play Magic, and it hopefully, now that COVID cases are going down, will be where I go to play Magic in the future. But I haven't figured out the time yet. I think ever since COVID, they make you sign, like they make you like register like super ahead of time for drafts now. Like you basically have to like pay for a slot. Back then, like people would just show up and be like, "Yo, sign me up for the draft," and pay up there.
It's so weird. Like I guess.
Well, the store was.
Well, why would they have to do that? Even, cause like it wouldn't be for like.
Cause back then it was like however number of people, like they would just keep letting people register, and like they would just be like, okay, we got X. Okay, every X number of people, they'd be like, okay, new pod. Okay, we got enough people, new pod. And now, the way they do it is, like, because of COVID restrictions, they can only have so many people in the store. I think that's why. Like, they actually have to cap attendance.
Oh, your store actually has to be concerned with that?
I think Massachusetts has to be concerned with that. The difference.
No, I'm saying you have to worry about getting more than 8 people.
Oh,
at one time.
yeah, they have to cap attendance. I think that's why. Yeah. Dude, it was like, I mean, obviously this was before COVID, but like, they have like a size, compared to every other store, it's like pretty sizable. In fact, they actually had renovations to expand the size of the store. And like, back then, like, there'd probably be like 80 people, like, not 80 people, but like 60 plus people drafts. And like, it was like loud. It was dope though. It was dope because like you and your friends would sign up, and it's like you wouldn't know if you would see each other, you know? Like you wouldn't know if like you'd be in the same pod with each other, so it's like, you know, it was some like what's the movie? It was like some the Warriors shit where it's like you show up, but then you get split up. You know, it's like, oh, how are you doing? Or it's like, oh, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm out. I lost already. It's like, oh shit. And then normally at the end, it'd be like, if by the time, like, if we made it / got knocked out, we'd like go get pizza and stuff. Yeah. Big stores have their appeal, small stores have their appeal.
Now that I think about it, like, it's the way the stores work here is just so weird. Cause there's like the more corporate store that's just Commander basically. So like I don't really go there.
Yeah.
And then there's my little store, and it's like, okay, drafts, we got 8 people, cool. 8 people is like on a good day. Sometimes there's 6.
Damn.
You know, standard, it's like, all right, there might be, you know, like 8 to 10 usually. It's like, okay, that's fine. Modern, 30.
Oh yeah, because people show up for, like, modern is considered like, in the player's eyes, modern is like considered the flagship format. Like, it's got more cards. It's like, obviously it's more expensive because there's the pool of cards that you can use is bigger, but like, mechanically it's interesting, you know, the metagame is diverse, it's not like you know. It's, so that's not surprising either. I think modern is the most like popular format in no matter where you go. I think no matter where you go, it's probably going to be the most popular format, you know? Our store was all old heads and literally never had modern because everyone was older dudes who just wanted to play Commander and Draft. Yeah, there are those kinds of stores. Oh, what is this ad for? These are all ads for like cars. Wait, this game is set in 84? What the fuck? I guess that makes sense.
It's a very futuristic power washer.
Yeah. There's some alternate history stuff. Oh, wait. Someone said I think the tunnel is just that old. Oh, right. Yeah. No, this game is set in modern times. The tunnel is just old. There's like an old section of the subway that I'm cleaning up. Gotcha.
They forgot about this part until today. All the trains that went here, we never saw them again.
Yo, that happens. That happens. For the longest time, the station that like a train station that I went to, like, they would just have old stuff like there. It was like storage basically. It was weird. It's weird to think about, but like, yeah, it was like there were like off to the side, like you could see like through a chain fence like old trolley cars that were just there, and it's because they never knew where else to put them. They renovated the station though. It doesn't look like that anymore. God damn, I'm at 67%. This subway station is fucking huge. This is the biggest clean yet. I sound like an HD TV presenter. This is our biggest clean yet. I've never seen one of those shows before.
Seen what?
Like one of those HGTV shows where it's like the home renovation channel.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's all reality TV now, I think, and it's like all these shows where people just go around and like fix stuff. Or what is that? No, there's that American Pickers show where they like go around to bars and they buy stuff, like they buy antiques and then they like fix them up and then they go like, wow, we sold this for $100 and we got it for $5 or something like that. We had a dude who hated that we only played Commander to the point that he built a deck that was no fun to play against so he could end games quick. He also actively complained to the guy who owned the store about us never playing Modern. That sounds, hey, you know what that tells me? That sounds like someone that got banned from the store that plays Modern. There are, like, the community, from what I can gather, has become more approachable, a little more grown up, a little older. I think it's because your average Magic the Gathering player is probably in their 30s now, maybe late 20s, or mid 30s. But to me, that reeks of, hey, this guy got banned from the store that plays Modern.
Yeah, I don't know, because like there's an appropriate way to like try and get the stuff that you want in your store, right? Because like you can coordinate with the owners to see if you can like get these events going.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if they like, here's the thing. Like, if they think that like the event people will sign up and enjoy the event, and most importantly pay, of course they're gonna run it. You know, but it's like nobody here plays Modern, so the store doesn't do it. Shouldn't that be a no-brainer? You know?
Yeah, it's like my little store turned into like a big Flesh and Blood store because somebody just kept asking me like, "Hey, can we run this? Can we run this?"
Yeah. Have you tried Flesh and Blood? Like, has anyone tried to like teach it to you or something?
So I've seen it in passing. Like I had heard about it. And I was like, okay, well, let me see if I can find some information on this. And I couldn't find too much information about it, so it's like, whatever. And then I see people, because like occasionally they will have a Flesh and Blood tournament on the same day as the draft.
Uh-huh.
And so I'll see the Flesh and Blood people come in, and there's like a lot of them. There's like a big bunch of them. But they come in, and I see them like set up their stuff, because like the last time it was like a big Flesh and Blood tournament that had like a judge supervising and everything.
Damn.
And so like I was sitting at the table, and there's one person that was like setting up their stuff for their Flesh and Blood thing, and there was also like a 9-year-old kid that was there to play the draft. But the guy was like just like pulling out his Flesh and Blood stuff, and he had like things in like the jewel cases, you know, like the big things. And the kid kept like looking at all the stuff because it's like, oh, this looks cool, this looks cool. And it's like, oh, how much does this cost? And he's like pointing at one of the jewel case things, and the dude says like, oh yeah, that's like $500.
What?
Like, and so like we were all like surprised by that, and so he's like, yeah, so like, she's like, yeah, so like, this is there's only like 500 of these, and because it's like a special treatment of it, but also like beyond that, like he mentions like, yeah, like the mythic rare kind of equivalent is like it's like 1 in 40 packs or something.
What? The fuck? See, I thought like the whole appeal of Flesh and Blood was that it wasn't like Magic and there wouldn't be cards right off the bat that would be that expensive. What the hell?
Well, the way it looks like is like there's like things that you don't put in your deck that are just like inherently like part of your board.
Uh-huh.
And the best things of those kind, like there's not that many choices, and like the best one's like, okay, yeah, the best one, yeah, it's $90 because it's the best one.
And so that's like a rare foil of the best thing. I see. I think I understand.
And, yeah, and I like after hearing this, like, all right, well, that doesn't sound like
that doesn't sound any cheaper than playing Magic. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like very cost efficient, and also it doesn't really have like the history, which I'm like tangentially interested in, and also like the one time that I tried to look at like art for the cards, it just like, all right, well, this looks like Heroes of New Earth.
Okay, that's a bad sign, folks. For those of you in chat, that's a bad sign. Heroes of New Earth is not a not artistically speaking, not the most cohesive game. I think the most amount of players we had for a draft back when Ravnica came out was when a girl who brought a big group of her friends to play. It's probably the most fun I had doing draft. It was sealed.
Oh yeah, pre-release events can really go hard.
Yeah.
Like even that little store hit their maximum store capacity for the new Kamigawa
pre-releases are big. Because they always usually drum up a lot of interest.
Yeah, we had 40 people. That was a goofy night. It was so popular that Wizards companion app like went down because too many people were submitting results.
That's crazy. That's crazy. God. Oh my god, okay, that's how we're not even done yet. Look, we cleaned this side, but we still have that side to clean. Man, look at it, night and day. This side looks like it could, these are the two options you have for a Matrix fight. I think I've already said that.
Why do they need it like this?
What do you mean?
It's like, how clean do you need a subway to be? Why is your subway made entirely out of bathroom tile?
Some of them are like that. The last time I visited China was, I think, like 2007. Was the last time I went back to China. I haven't been back to China in a long time. Funnily enough, my parents wanted to visit again, and then COVID happened. So, like, I think those plans just went out the window. Like, there's not even like a chance. They're not even thinking about it anymore, which is unfortunate. Maybe when it's like all over and air travel is not like scary anymore. Because China's like taking it super seriously. So it's like, we probably shouldn't like visit. Or I don't even think we can visit. But like, oh my god, when I went to 2007, by the time when I visited China back in 2007, when I visited, China was still relatively poor. This was like late 90s. They did not have a subway station. Public transport meant like getting in the back of these, like, if you can imagine, like, imagine a pickup truck. But imagine a pickup truck or like some kind of like, not even like a big one, like a small pickup truck, right? And imagine if someone with wood, not metal, wood, put up like a shack on the back of their pickup truck with benches. You used to pay like a taxi to ride in those. And like that's what me and my family did. We would get in those and we'd like go to like a restaurant, like if our whole family was going to a restaurant or something. Like that's how people got around. It was a lot of like those. Very few people had their own cars, mopeds. Most people had mopeds because they were economical. And when we went back, everybody had a car, and they had a subway system that was basically like this clean, like as clean as this one in the game. Now that I'm done power washing it, it was not like all tile, but it was like squeaky clean, and it was not like it wasn't because it was new. It was just clean because people care about litter there, and they don't just like throw shit on the ground. So it was crazy. There are subway stations this clean. We just don't. It's just we don't have them, you know.
Well, yeah, like, you think about that logically. Like, if they didn't have them before and now they do, like, they're new, so they'd be
That's
clean.
fair. That's fair. If they're not 100 years old, then maybe you take better care of them. Because the subway system in America is, well, in the Northeast is very old.
Yeah, they built the subways here before they knew what germs were.
Yeah, literally. Okay, maybe not literally, but you're not far off. Do you guys know about the show Game Center CX? It's a Japanese TV show where basically the host is like a middle-aged man who's like not good at video games, and he tries to beat like an old classic video game every time. And it takes him anywhere from several hours to several days to beat these games, which, you know, actually when you think about it, is pretty fair. They had one special episode where they visited America, and they were all very amused because they just found a pair of jeans thrown on the ground, like on the street. And they were like, oh look, someone left their pants on the street. And they all thought that was really funny. And they were like, wow, America's so dirty. I think they like visited New York or something. It was either New York or LA. Which, yeah, that makes sense. To just see a pair of pants on the street. It sounds like a fun show. It is a very quaint, wholesome show. I would suggest looking it up.
Yeah, it's a well-loved thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, people translated Game Center CX just like out of pure dedication.
Yeah. I haven't watched a lot of it, but I watched a few episodes. It is a very quaint, neat show. It's a very wholesome show, because it's just about a man trying his hardest to beat a video game. I mean, they could have found way worse, maybe.
Man, it's been so long on this page. That's
Oh,
how it
you
always
mean-
gets whenever you're in the home stretch.
You've been drawing this whole time? Damn, I thought you were just like...
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I'm getting distracted every now and then, but
I wish I had your dedication.
I mean, this is actually it's a pretty common thing for me. Is like whenever I'm like in these stream rooms talking to people, I'm usually at least like 6 out of 10 times I'm working on pages.
Yeah, I wish I had your dedication. Cause like, well, okay. I am pretty dedicated, like, whenever I make, like, it's a pretty common occurrence.
Videos.
Yeah, it's a pretty common occurrence, like, you probably know about it, like, you probably know, like, the people who watch my streams definitely know, like, I say all the time, like, you know, I'll tell people, like, yeah, I'm really busy, But like what that means is like I'm in the zone. Like if I'm not like eating or sleeping or like, or streaming, which is like I stream because, because it's part of my job. I'm like in the zone. Like I don't play games when I have videos to make. Like I'm just not gaming at all. Like but like until I start working on a video, like in that like where I'm like become super dedicated to it, like it's hard for me. Like so I guess what I should say is once I get going, it's really easy for me to just like power through, and it's like, damn, I did so much today. But it takes a lot for me to get into that kind of space. Oh, by the way, speaking of, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, I implore you all to go check out the item label stream. My video is going to be playing there, so go check it out.
Oh yeah, we saw an early draft of that, right?
You guys saw the final draft. They liked it
The
so
final
much.
draft?
They liked it so much that they were like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I was thinking like, I thought you had said it was like a draft of it, but honestly, it was just really good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I called it a draft because like they didn't say yes yet. But yeah, if you guys want to see the newest Baaulp video, it's gonna be on. Oh, you're gonna miss it live. I'm sure they're gonna have like they're gonna upload it to YouTube and whatnot. So don't worry about it. But yeah, my video is gonna be there. In fact, I'm in their announcements. Like that caught me off guard because like I didn't know they were gonna do that. So they're like, hey, our presentation starring, and then like starring blank and Baaulp, and I was like, what? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I am in it.
You're the main event.
I don't know about that. It's not just me, no. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to. I don't know if they're gonna upload like. So I don't know if they're gonna upload the stream in its entire. So I actually don't know the plan. I should probably ask them. I don't know if they will upload the stream in its entirety to YouTube, or if they're gonna like upload it like in individuals. Like I don't know if they're gonna upload my video itself to YouTube on their channel. If that's not the case, what I'll do is I'll ask if I can have the video on my channel instead. Like, as individually, just so I can link people the channel specifically. But yeah, 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Or, sorry, not 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow morning is their presentation. So, I'll be there. Go check it out. I implore you to tune in. I worked my ass off on this video, so my friends all enjoyed it. They already got to see it, so they got the seal of approval. The video's got the log seal of approval, so what more convincing do you need, right?
Oh yeah, have you looked at those bundles?
What bundles?
Like the big game bundles on Itch.io?
Oh, the one for Ukraine? Yes. Someone in my last stream brought it up. I have not looked at it on it. Truth be told, I like got distracted and I was like, I know it exists, but like I haven't looked at it yet.
There's just so much shit.
They broke 2 million, because it is a fundraiser, right? So they broke 2 million, which is like, that's awesome. What I'll do is okay. What will happen is I will probably remember that it exists on the very last day, that they make it available, and then I'll buy it. Cause honestly, that's what happened with the last one that they had, I think for like The last one that they had, like, I knew of it, and then there's like, oh yeah, Bump, did you check it out? And it's like, oh yeah, okay. And then like, I was like, wait a minute, there's 1 day left to buy this shit, and then I buy it. Hey, which counts? Which counts? I put my money to a good cause. It counts. Are there any games in particular in the bundle that you like pointed out?
Well, I think Frog Fractions 2 is in there.
Oh shit, that's a good game.
There's Skatebird. There's Backbone. Honestly, it's a lot of stuff that Holly's played. Cloud Gardens, Crosscode, Wander Song. And for some, it's kind of confusing because like I can't tell if it's like a TTRPG or not. Let's see. There's Goner. There's Super Hot. Zero Ranger. I think people were talking that one up. Baba Is You.
Yeah, those are all great games. So
Celeste.
Those are all. Baba Is You, like, for example, not only is it a good cause, but Baba Is You alone is probably like $15. So this is worth it, you know? You're getting your money's worth.
Yeah, there's a lot of tabletop stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I remember just being like some of the OG indie games that were on Steam. Like They Bleed Pixels, I remember like that would just show up every now and then in my face. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, definitely worth.
It's whenever I like get one of these, it's always just overwhelming. It's just like I don't really know what is in here.
Yeah,
and I don't know if I'll ever figure it out.
You buy it and it's like, oh, I just bought like 500 games at the same time. But you work through them. But yeah, go check it out, honestly, legitimately. I'll get rid of these. I assume this is like oil. Which I don't think this would work in real life. I don't know. I'm not a power washing technician. Can you blast the oil away? It seems like you're just spreading it thinner because oil and water don't mix.
You know, you scroll further and further down and stuff just gets like so out there. These stuff that I have no idea what it is. Some of it's loops to put into music programs, soundtracks, Japanese tutorials, software. I think people sell books on Itch too.
Itch is like, for the longest time, I was like, oh, Itch is for games, but it's like, no, people do like everything on Twitch. People sell like books. Basically, it's like if it can be downloaded, they sell it. Like it's a very open-ended platform. It's not just for games. It's people sell like everything on Twitch, which is good. It's a good force in the world.
one with no image.
Ha! Yeah, like it's a good cause. The big games are worth is why you buy, and then like, truth be told, okay, it's for charity. The bundle is good, and you are definitely getting your money's worth. But I don't want to sound mean, but some of it could be better curated. Cause like I got like the last one I bought, like, cause like there's so much stuff in here. I was like, I don't even know what this is. Like, I have no clue. I still don't know what it is. I don't regret it. It's like, cool, this is awesome. Like, I was already gonna donate to charity, so if I can donate to charity and get games out of it, that's like awesome. But then at the same time, it's like, what is half of this? It's like when you buy like how do I put it? Have you ever like seen like a charity thing, but it's like there's food involved and you get some food and it's not that good, but you were gonna give to the charity anyway? It's kind of like that. And then before you know it, you're just kind of eating like a baked good that's not very good. But you were gonna give to them anyways, because, you know. But now you're just eating like a cupcake that sucks. It feels a little like that sometimes. But it's for a good cause, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're being a bit too rude to him.
Aw. Am I? I apologize.
It's like, no matter what, like, anybody that's adding stuff to the package,
It's
like,
true.
that's getting attention on the cause, because, like, if they add something in, it's like, all right, well, we have 1,000 games.
It's true. It's true. You know what? It's true. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying shit. God damn! Hey, this level is cool, but oh my god, this is gonna take forever. Although I'm at 82%. Like, we're getting close to being done. Supporting the kids is a great cause, anyways. The hater instinct took over a little. I had to restrain it. I had to let it back in. The genie almost got out of the bottle. Itch.io messaged me. They want a 2-page apology. Oh shit. Hey, I keep seeing that. Where is that, like a Germa thing? What is with these written apologies? Like, why is that a joke? Baaulp Dark Hado moments? Ah, wide table, you almost got Genie. But you didn't. Try again. It's a thing YouTubers do a lot? Oh, you mean like when they get canceled? They write an essay. Is that what they do? Is that the strat? Is that the strategy there? They write an essay to apologize? Like it's fucking middle school? They gotta fake apologize for their heated gamer moments. Yeah, they read a paragraph of what they did, like they got the tension. Man, when I was in when would this have been? This would have been 4th grade. It was either 3rd grade or 4th grade. I had the biggest, for the lack of a better word, the hugest bitch for a teacher. I hated her. I hated her so much. I hated her so fucking much, dude. And, like, she would just constantly give me a hard time. And it's like, my parents, I'm too young to remember.
Subscriber.
Yo! Felix E. Gadrick, thank you for the resub.
15. Time to get clean.
Thank you. Thank you for the 15 months of support. Much appreciated. Yes, it is time to get clean. We are 83% clean. We're almost there. Anyway, this teacher was a huge bitch. And I don't know... Okay. Alright, we're gonna get a little serious for a moment. I don't know if she was just a huge bitch. My parents were convinced that there was some discrimination going on. I don't buy it. Mainly because I was not the only Asian kid in class. So, I don't think it was discrimination. That being said, I may have been too young to remember. And maybe she may have been discriminating against other Asian kids in class and I just didn't know it. But I think I don't think it was discrimination. I think this teacher was just a huge bitch. And what was I gonna say? And like one time so they were handing out books to read, right? Like it was English, it was, you know, when I say handing out books to read, I mean like they would give us a book and they'd be like, okay, this semester we're gonna read this book. And we're gonna give you this copy. You have to sign the little slip saying that we gave you this copy and like this is the copy that you keep, right? Well, I swear to God, chat, she never handed me a copy. One reason or another, she never handed me a copy of the book. Right? She never handed me a copy of the book. And like, she was like, okay, well, like, she never handed me a copy of the book. And then I show up the next day and she's like, oh, you lost your copy of the book. Well, now you're in trouble and now you have to write an apology. And it's like, what the fuck? I never lost anything. You never gave me one. What a bitch. And you know what's funny? She made a huge deal out of it. She made such a huge stink out of it, and she made me bring the letter to the principal. And you know what the principal was like? The principal was like, hey, I don't know why she made you write this. Like, the principal was on my side. They were like, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, you lost the book, but like, I don't know why she made you write this. Like, oh my god. This is a bunch of assholes. A lot of teachers end up becoming a lot of assholes end up becoming teachers. That's what I learned going through grade school. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. But like, I swear to God, she never handed me a book. And like, she was like, oh, you lost the book, so that's on you. And you have to replace it. It's so stupid. But then she also... My first grade teacher did a similar thing with me doing some math wrong, but then she also threw a desk out the window and broke a child's arm. Holy shit! That's insane! That's insane. since this was the 70s, she had tenure and wasn't fired. Fuck.
Damn, a grade school teacher with tenure.
That's crazy. I didn't even know if grade school teachers had tenure. They probably don't now, but like, damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. This person was literally a danger to the students. That's insane. All public school teachers do? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was just a thing for like professors in colleges. I had a French teacher tell me she wouldn't care if I got hit by traffic and died. It was because she told me to walk the track because I forgot my homework at home. And then she forgot she told me to do that and got mad at me. What the fuck? Some people really should not be allowed to be teachers. Karma's a bitch though. He got caught cheating on his wife with one of the dance teacher. Oh, that's crazy. You know, when I got into high school, that's when the tables turned. So I went to Boston Public Schools. Have I told this story before? I'm starting to think
if it's the one that I know, you probably have, but
well, I don't know, but I mean, it's more like about like this, like it's less of a story and more about like the kind of school I went to. So Boston Public Schools, for better or for worse, when they were in like they had certain schools that ran from what was it? So Boston Public Schools was like, hey, I know what we should do. We should take all the smart kids and put them in the same school so they can be away from the dumb kids. Which, I don't think, like, in retrospect, I don't know if that's a good idea or bad idea. And now that I'm older, I might be leaning towards it being a bad idea to do that. But they did it. And so it was optional. It wasn't like you were forced into it. But being an immigrant and being a Chinese American, my parents were like, "Yeah, you're doing that." So there were 3 schools that were kind of separated out as like special schools for the school system in Boston. Those schools ran from 8th grade to 12th grade. So I was there for 6 years. Magnet schools? I don't know what they would technically be. They called them exam schools because you had to take an exam to get in. Magnet schools. Okay. We called them the exam schools because you had to take an exam to get in. There was like an SAT style test to get in. I got into the second one. They ranked you. Like, there was the first best one, the second best one, the third best one. I got to number 2. School number 2. And, the vibe was very interesting. Because, wait, did it run from 8th grade to 12th grade? No, it ran from 7th grade to 12th grade. Yeah, it went from 7th grade to 12th grade. Right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it was 6 years. I was there for 6 fucking years. And I need to keep washing, or we're gonna be here all day. So the vibe was very different than any school I've been to previously, because like, you know, it like everybody in the school was smart. Everybody in the school was smart, you know? Like everybody, because you knew this because everybody had to have gotten a certain grade on this test to get in. So you knew everybody to some degree was kind of smart in one way or another, right? But at the same time, it was all a bunch of inner city kids that were at the age where they could start acting out. And the dynamic was very different. Because you could tell that, like, in both directions, like, all my teachers at that school were pretty good. Almost all my teachers were pretty good. And I realized later on in life that they had to be good, because if the teacher wasn't good, they wouldn't have survived. Like, I remember one time we got a substitute. So something happened, and like, something happened, and the teacher had to quit, or like they retired early or something. And so they were like, oh man, we're so screwed. And so basically, for like the first half of the year, it was like the class was like just a revolving door of different substitutes until they found a permanent replacement. Oh my god. It was like a pack of animals. Because it was like a pack of animals, and it was unlike other schools. Not only was like a pack of other animals, like everybody at that school wanted to learn. So if we could smell that if the teacher wasn't going to teach us properly, that's what really brought out the little demons in us. There was another class that my friend had where they had a similar problem. Where like for one semester, I don't know why, but for one semester the teacher couldn't be there, so they had to get a substitute, and the substitute was not good enough. Apparently, she was not teaching algebra good enough, so all respect went out the window for that class. And I remember the teacher getting really mad, getting into an argument. And mid-argument, someone rode in on a scooter and did a 360, and then the whole class erupted and cheered. And at that point, she just lost the argument. Like, you can't win. You can't win. We would have classes. There would be, like, there were kids. Like, it was completely different. I would imagine it was completely different. Because my friend was like, yeah, like, the smart kids in class would be like, no, I read the chapter, you're teaching us wrong, what the fuck are you doing, you shouldn't be teaching this, you know, like, there would be kids that would read the chapter the night before and correct the teacher and be like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, dude, shut up, you know, it's like, damn. I mean, it's true. Everybody, like, looking back at it, it was unique because literally okay, not every kid, but I would say 90% of the students were like, yeah, I want to go to college. I want to go to college and make something out of my life. So it's like, can you imagine, like, having a teacher that's like, man, they're not teaching us. Fuck you. You know? They're fucking with your future. I'd be pissed too. But somehow I got lucky and I never had any of the bad teachers like my friends did. My friends got a, I assume this guy had tenure, like you said, like you guys stated, because like, this guy was supposed to be a chemistry teacher, but my friend said they didn't teach shit, so everyone just like, they basically just set up like a casino. My friends would just show up to their class and play blackjack. They would just play blackjack and poker. They would just play blackjack, poker, and like, it was funny. It was funny too, because like, one time they got caught, and they're like, all right, teach us something. Like that, like no joke. They're like, yo, all right, fine, teach us something. Like, teach us, bro. And it was like, he didn't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, I think I only had one class like that, and it was never as bad as what you described.
Yeah,
but,
it was like my school was vicious.
like we had this like there was like this computer elective course that was taught by this woman that like made no sense. It's like a paradoxical woman that like had a doctorate for something, but it wasn't computers. And like she just like did not know what to have the class do on most days, and like there would be an assignment and it wouldn't make any sense, and so people would just kind of like do whatever.
Newgrounds.com.
Well, so here's the thing: is like eventually, like everybody like came to the understanding. It's like, yeah, none of these assignments really like mean anything. You can finish them in like 10 minutes. Let's install Halo 1 on every computer in the lab. And so like half the people in class were just playing Halo 1 for like a very long, for like most of the semester. Nice. And for some reason that just like went on for a while. It went on for a while in spite of the teacher's desk having like full view of every computer screen.
She thought Halo was just a normal part of the computer.
And it's just like, she's like, all right, well, what are you guys playing? And someone would turn around and just like, oh, it's cool math. I know I've told you guys plenty of times. But it's like, yeah, it's like this was the class where like the teacher said, "Oh, okay, go to this page and then like do the activities on the side of the page." And it's like, okay, I go to the page and I take a look at what the things on the side of the page are. They are ads. They are links. What? They are links to like a Minecraft quiz.
What? This lady is crazy. This lady is insane. What the fuck? That's so scary. This lady was literally telling you to go to this website and click on the ad. Holy shit. Oh my god.
It's like, ultimately it didn't matter to me because
you're like, playing Halo.
It's like, I didn't even play Halo. I just did whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was a throwaway class for me anyway, and I knew what I was getting. I knew that I wasn't like concerned with what happened in that class. I was there to be there.
Oh, the funniest. This isn't like the craziest thing, but the funniest thing is that same chemistry class. I wasn't in it, so I would always get these funny stories from my friends at lunch. And one time he said like, it's not a real class. So someone brought in a newspaper, and it was like, I guess it's like, okay, this class is fake. I'm just gonna read the newspaper. So they fucking brought in a copy of the New York Times, started reading it, and like the teacher got mad because he was not hiding it. He was just reading it in full view, and the teacher got mad, slapped it out of his hand. The kid was like, "Yo, what the fuck? I was reading that." It's like, I don't know why, but that's one of my favorite stories because like the kid was like. He's just reading reading the newspaper. He's like learning what's going on in the world, and the teacher's like, "Yo, stop reading that." He's like, "Yo, fuck you. I was reading that shit." I don't know why, but something about that was really funny to me.
Hey, I'm reading here.
Yeah, it was literally like that. Like he got mad that the teacher apparently walked up to him and like slapped the paper out of his hand. He was like, he got pissed. And then the kid got pissed because he's like, "Yo, I bought that. I'm reading that."
Yeah, my teachers also like even though I wouldn't like act out or anything. My teachers would just let me do anything too. Like, I would sleep through my calculus classes like
you're so lucky.
Consistently, and like. like they were aware. They're just like, all right, well, that's fine. You'll figure it out.
I mean, you ended up pretty good, so you ended up pretty all right as a person. So I think we're fine. Oh wait, someone said something funny. Relatable. My engineering teacher in high school gave us a passing grade saying we were 3D modeling. Is that what they thought Halo was? 3D modeling? don't know. I think the reason why I think that story is so funny is because they were reading the newspaper. Like, this kid, like, it's like this kid was reading the newspaper of his own volition. Like, he just wanted to be informed more. Like, he wanted to learn more about the world and its happenings. And the teacher was like, no, fuck you. I think that's the element that makes it so funny to me.
I gotta remember what the internet content filters are called. Come on. We're trying to not see that page. But I also remember the other elementary school trick around like the 5th grade time. I felt so smart because there's like a filter that stopped like even going to cool math. Like you couldn't go to cool math games in elementary school. But the trick that we all found is cool math isn't allowed, but news sites were allowed. And it just so happens that
you told me about this. This is hilarious.
There was a news website for Perth, Australia that happened to have, just for no real reason, almost every Flash game that you could think of on their website. And so we would all go to that Perth website and have a good time.
Yo, shout out to Perth. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, Perth. Fuck. That's so... You told me that and like, I don't... Why? Like, what? Because it like... It's not like... This is a government website.
Well, it wasn't a government... It was a news publication.
Oh, okay. But still, like... Why did they have Flash games?
Yeah, it was totally inexplicable. But... 5th grade me enjoyed it.
Shout out to shout out to Perth. All my homies love Perth. Let us have access to Flash games in class.
Alright, this line work is done.
Congratulations.
Now I just have to do my final once over. And that will not be tonight.
Guys, smell that? New chapter of Gather Ye Power soon.
Honestly, I think I'm pretty proud of the look of this right now.
Nice. You think I had Flash games to like increase traffic artificially? Hordes of just like children going to that website like from around the world to circumvent their elementary school computing classes.
Yeah, boss. Demographics are in. We're most popular with. I don't know what accent this is. We're most popular with.
You're doing
8 to 10-year-olds in the George Washington Elementary School area.
Make sure you get that piss corner. Oh yeah, I got it. I mean, all they know is they see a bunch of IPs coming in from America. They're like, wow, we're really getting a lot of traction. International too. Putting Perth on the map. These Yanks really care about the news. That's funny. Or maybe Australians just love their Flash games. Who knows? Australians, it's either that or Australians love Flash games. They love their Flash games. They love Stickman Adventure, Johnny Rocket Fingers or something. I don't know. It was Club Penguin for me. You know, when I was a kid, Club Penguin was like in beta. It was like for the longest time, Club Penguin was like in beta. It was just one map. It had like an igloo and like another area, and like all you could do was walk around and chat and throw snowballs and dance. And you couldn't do anything else. But it ended up becoming turning into a real game, so hell yeah. Yo, Anonymous giving 45 bits, much appreciated. Thank you, Anonymous. Whoever you are. Somewhere out there, someone gave me 45 bits. The song kind of fell apart there. A weird phenomenon happened in school in like 7th grade. A bunch of us got really into Pivot Stick Figure Animator. I think you're talking about. I don't think that was local to you. I think that is that hits every 7th grader hard. That hits every 7th grader super hard. Something about stick figures doing crazy shit like Matrix moves just resonates in the mind of it's like some CIA shit, you know? I call it CIA shit. Like maybe in the future they're gonna activate us and then we can all do Matrix moves, but I don't know. For bad reasons. I don't know. Late night power washing? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want to finish this map. And look! We're almost done. Like, look how clean this place is. Look at this. I would love to wait for my train in here.
Were the lights on before?
They were covered in dirt. Yeah, maybe they'll activate and we'll all get Havana syndrome, yeah. Havana syndrome is the dumbest shit. I won't even count this as like political news. Havana syndrome is just the dumbest shit. It's like they I think there was like a news report, like a 60 Minutes like segment where they interviewed people from like they interviewed US diplomats that were in Havana who claimed they got Havana syndrome. And they said like, oh, they recorded the noise. They recorded the noise. And they recorded the noise and like they played it on air. They're like, what you're about to hear is what caused it. It's not gonna hurt you, but this is what it sounds like. And it sounded like crickets. It was just crickets. It's so supremely dumb.
I don't even know what it is.
Do you not know about... So at the U.S. Embassy in Havana, a bunch of people claimed they got sick. And they're like, oh, all of a sudden a bunch of us started getting dizzy and like getting sick. And then like it got blown up and it's like, okay, now the CIA is gonna investigate this. We're calling it Havana Syndrome. We think it might be some type of weaponized sound, maybe some kind of ray pointed at the U.S. Embassy to make people sick on the inside. And it's like, yeah, they made it seem like Cuban agents were shooting a ray gun at the embassy to make people inside sick, and it's like, that sounds so stupid. And it's extra stupid that the people affected got compensated. Like, they got paid thousands of dollars for them being sick, you know. And, like, they brought all of them back to the U.S. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it all sounds so stupid. And I remember an article, like, the CIA, like, released an article saying that, like, hey, we looked into this, this was nothing. We don't know why they got sick, but there was like nothing. So, like, who knows? But whatever it is, it's stupid. And I'm pretty sure, like, pork barrels, which is the correct term, I learned that in high school. I'm pretty sure, like, in some bill that got passed by Congress, they pork barreled, which is when you, like, load a bunch of bullshit into a bill to, like, you know, have add-ons to a bill that are just bullshit. In a bill that in a piece of legislation that got passed, it included, like, monetary compensation for everyone that got sick, and it's like, oh, this is stupid.
Well, geez, how can I claim my check?
I don't know, go to work and be like, oh, do you guys hear that? Oh, it's making me sick, I'm getting so dizzy. And then but then when someone asks why you're sick, just be like, I don't know, I hear a sound. And then ask for the rest of the day off.
I hear a voice.
Yeah, I hear a voice. Yeah. And then like ask for the rest of the day off, but then like say like, I don't know, it was like someone specifically you have to be like, I don't know, man, but it only happens when I'm in this building. The more I talk about it, the more it seems like they just don't want to do their jobs. They got lazy.
I mean, that's a good trick.
Damn.
Oh, I can't sit at my desk. My stomach hurt.
I don't know, man, but it only hurts when I'm at my desk. Do you think there could be like some kind of weaponized thing that's being used against us? Maybe it's pointed at my desk?
This is what we all got to do to get permanent work from home.
Yeah, cases of Havana syndrome are about to fucking skyrocket.
Yummy in the tummy.
Hi boss. I hope this isn't a bad time, but I think I need to go home early. The voice is telling me to do bad things again. Real bad things. I don't hear the voice at home.
Yo, reload last save, what's good? Shouts out. Damn. Hope you're doing okay. Thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. That goes towards the meatball fund. We are in the final stretch of cleaning. Look at how nice and squeaky clean this subway station is. Oh, man. We only got the ceiling and this tiny little corner left. I'm busy, but I'm getting paid. Nice, nice. Get that money. Imagine talking to a customer at work and being like, oh man, I would love to help you find this, but oh man, do you hear that? It's like some kind of like chirping noise. Oh, it's making me sick. I'm sorry, I gotta get away from here. Okay, I think it's Havana's. There's Cuban agents afoot. I think there's some Havana syndrome in here. That's what I say. That's what I say at work. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Damn. You know, I said this at the beginning of the stream earlier today, but you know, I don't believe in any higher power, but I do like my traditions. So, I'm not joking when I say that, like, you know, if you watch Baaulp streams, I hope you grow prosperous and rich. Because that's what we do. That's what Chinese people do during Chinese New Year. And that's what I hope all my... If you watch Baaulp streams, I hope you get rich. I hope all my viewers get rich. Because that would be cool. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow you'll find a box of money on the ground. Baaulp streams are some of my favorite streams. Aw, thank you. That means a lot to me. Getting rich would be the best thing for me right now. I think that would be the best thing for a lot of people. There's a Mr. Show sketch. Alright, I won't even claim to have come up with that joke. It's a joke that I heard from Mr. Show. I used to watch a lot of Mr. Show. Mr. Show is one of my favorite shows. And there is one super quick joke that they slip in. And it is so funny. Because it's like... Mr. Show is like... Mr. Show was a lot of very talented people. But in particular, it was David Cross and Bob Odenkirk. So, two very funny comedians. And in particular, they're very good at being stupid people. Do you know what I mean? So, I remember there's one sketch that they did that was about two civil... It was about two... I think it was... I don't remember if they were friends or brothers, but there were two Civil War reenactors. And the joke was about... The joke was basically like a character. The sketch was basically just about like these two characters and how stupid they are. And it was like one character, you know, they were talking about like their dreams and aspirations. And it's like, you know, it's like, oh, this is so-and-so. He's also a Civil War reenactor. His dream is to find a box full of money in the ground. It was like, it's like, it caught me so off guard. It was to this day, it's like one of the best jokes I've ever heard. And it's like, it was so quick and it was so nothing. It was great. I hope I find a box of money on the ground. That'd be great. That's like, you know, it's like... I think you can find episodes of Mr. Show on YouTube. I think you can. Last time I checked. It's like, what... Yeah. A lot of Mr. Show does not hold up at all, but God, do so many sketches living rent-free in my head. I think it hasn't aged well. I think they still hold up. I think they haven't aged well. This is a show that is like very late 90s, early 2000s. A lot of jokes. Like, the show was risque for its time, which means that a lot of jokes are like in bad taste now, but as long as you're aware of that, I'd say some of the sketches probably still hold up. Yeah. If you want to talk about comedy that doesn't hold up, a lot of things are like... Comedy, like, has a shelf life. There are, like, shows that you can watch from, like, years ago that are still funny are, like, worth their weight in gold. Because comedy has a shelf life. Like, how many movies do you watch, like, comedy movies that you watch, and it's like, they're just not funny anymore, you know? They're just not funny anymore. Imagine if you get to 99% done in this level and then a train starts coming, you get run over, and you get a game over screen. 10 out of 10 game. If that happens. Stuff that still holds up, Police Squad. You know, I've never seen Police Squad. I should watch that show.
Yummy in the tummy.
Hey Baaulp, I just wanted to say,
Yo, thank you for the $20, Smooth Willis. Much appreciated. Damn, you guys are being mad generous tonight. I didn't even think, like, I don't know, I was just gonna, like, you know, this is just a chill stream. I didn't think you guys would be this generous. I mean, thank you. Thank you for being this generous. Thank you for the $20, Smooth Willis, but god damn, you guys are fucking going ham. Much appreciated. Shouts out. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. What is not clean? This is the hard part. Well, not the hard part, but this is the part where... Okay, platform ledge. Something here is not clean. Where the fuck is that? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Where are you not clean? I'm doing dirt vision. I don't see a speck of dirt. Like anywhere. This is ridiculous. Oh, there we go. And then tunnel lights X3. Tunnel lights. Hey, we found one. Okay. That train is coming. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, they're on this side. I'm glad I have the magic ability to see what's dirty and what's clean. I can just look at it and I can tell with my mind. Hooray! Oh, look at this. Get a time lapse. Ta-da!
No, they don't put the ladders in. You're just floating.
Alright, let's get a sneak peek at our next job. Fortune teller's wagon. Oh, this is for the carnival. Alright. I'm not gonna clean this, but this is a sneak peek. Oh, I want to buy more stuff. More equipment.
This looks kind of small.
Why, are you thinking I should just finish it?
Nah, but I just think it looks small.
It is small. Not everything in this game is huge. Alright, I'll clean one thing. I'll clean the crystal ball. Hey, what the? It has a cat in it. What kind of crystal ball is this? It just has a cat in it. What? You can't have pictures in your crystal ball. The whole point of it is that it's crystal. This is a cat inside of it. God damn. God damn, to clean this crystal ball is taking a while. I have to blast this ball from all angles. There we go. Why does it have a cat in it? Wait, is there a cat over there? Wait. No, it's just like the texture of the crystal ball is a cat. You're looking into your own future? Maybe. Alright. Well, that was a quick 3-hour. Hey, wait a minute. I can't interact with this anymore. This was the last job. Sad. I can't turn on these carnival games. Sad. Alright. Hey. Alright, I just wanted to do a quick stream today. Nothing like too crazy long. It's like 12. I want to get some other stuff done today, so, but I want to play Powerwash Simulator. Like, I just wanted to play it. So I figured if I'm gonna play this game, you know, I might as well stream it because you guys tend to like, out of all the games I've played, you guys like watching me play Powerwash Simulator, so why not, right? All right. Yeah, that's it. So, the next day I stream is, let me check my own schedule real quick. See here. My own schedule. I'll be live tomorrow. So tomorrow, technically today, because it's already past midnight over here, but I'll be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, and I want to try playing more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, because we played a little bit of it that one stream, and we got it working. But I want to try playing more of it, see if I have fun with it, because it's supposed to be a really good game. And then aside from that, I'll be live this Sunday. So once again, check the schedule. Check the schedule for in case there are any updates or changes to the schedule, to any plans that we have. Tomorrow and Sunday, that's when I'll be live next. But also tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be watching, chat. Item Label is gonna do a special presentation, and I'm in it. So I highly encourage you to tune in and watch if you can, if you're able to. It should be a lot of fun. I got a new video premiering during it, so go check it out. I'll put out a reminder tomorrow. I'll add everybody, but it should be a lot of fun. All right, those are all the things I gotta say. Thank you everybody for tuning in and having fun. You certainly made my evening a lot more special by you being here. You know, if you weren't here, I'd be playing Powerwash Simulator alone. So thank you, and thank you to Log as well for tuning in and coming in and chit-chatting. All right, wherever you are on this big, beautiful Earth, stay safe, stay healthy, stay awesome. Keep on keeping on, keep on being you. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.